Hey everyone, I'm Nadia Munla. I'm an embodiment and intimacy coach, and I am here to talk to you today about, well, I'm really answering the question of what the fuck is embodiment coaching anyways? This is a question I get a lot. I started using embodiment coaching as a term a few years ago, and it wasn't really that big of a thing yet, and it still isn't. It's getting a little bit more used, but overall people still sort of come and ask me like, okay, so what exactly is embodiment coaching? And so I'm here to answer that question for you today. So embodiment coaching is to talk about embodiment coaching, what I really need to talk about actually is the other approaches to healing. And when we think about things like traditional therapy or even like mindset life coaching, right, which I also do a certain amount of, but we are thinking of what we call cognitive therapies. Cognitive therapies are very much sort of a top down approach to the way that we shift our lives. So the idea with cognitive therapies is very much one of, okay, so if I change my thoughts, if I change my mindset, right? If I change my thoughts, I will change my life. And with somatic therapies, which is what embodiment coaching would fall under, it's very much a bottom-up approach. And so the idea here is, instead of thinking about, oh, okay, well, if I change my thoughts, I change my life, we think about the idea of if I change my physiology, my body, the state of my body, I will then change my thoughts and then change my life. And the reason that I believe it's a lot more efficient to go there, I mean, it's important to pair different modalities all the time. I think it goes without saying. But the reason why I'm so passionate and I love embodiment coaching so much is that I feel like the body is so freaking efficient. And going into the work through this bottom-up approach is one that, in my opinion, just goes a lot quicker. And so I'll give you an example of what that looks like, okay? So let's all do this together, actually. So, okay, we're gonna contract into like the tiniest ball that you can, okay? So you're making fists and like you're squeezing every single muscle and you're like bringing your chin down to your chest and just making a big, big ball and you're tightening. You're rounding your back and then you're like, oh my God, I'm awesome, right? So just say that with me, oh my God, I'm awesome, okay? Wow, that's really hard. Did you feel awesome? I did not feel awesome. And then shake that off, poof, because that was difficult to do. And then take a moment, take one just cleansing breath, inhale. Exhale out. And now we're gonna do an opposite thing, and you'll see why I'm having you do this really ridiculous process. So you're going to breathe into your heart. You're actually going to open your chest here as much as you can, right? Even I find like very, very lightly stroking the front here of my chest helps me. I know I tend to hunch over a lot from years of doing that. So just stroking your chest. And then imagining like a light beaming out of your heart, just as a way to coax your body to open a little, to the front part of your heart to open. And then relax all the muscles of your body as much as you can while maintaining, a decently long, straight spine. So you're not totally collapsing, right, in your relaxation. You're not like this. But your heart's open, your spine is nice and long. You feel space in your body. You breathe into your heart, and then with a smile on your face, you're like, I suck. How are we feeling? Do we feel like we suck? Hopefully not. It's really hard to be so open, feel so loving, feel like just so much emanating out of you, right? So much space and lightness in you, and then to be like, I suck. And the same the other way around. Really hard when you're contracted and like, to then be like, I'm amazing, right? And that's sort of how I think of like sometimes when we do like positive thinking and we're like, I'm gonna make $1 million. Oh, are you? It doesn't look like it, So to me, that is a prime example of what we just did of how your physiology actually like really overrides your thoughts, and how much more powerful your body's stance is than the words that you're saying. And I'm not saying the words don't have energetics and power too. It's just that I think that the posture in which your body is actually has more power. How deep your breath is has more power. How grounded you feel, and where your weight and your energy is, like that has a lot more power than the thought that you're thinking, or the sentence that you might be saying, or the words that you're saying. And so that's why embodiment coaching is so much more efficient, because we're not saying, don't have any more thoughts, don't have any more strategies, don't use your head. Lots of times we talk about getting out of your head and into your body, which of course is a little bit of a like confusing concept, being that your head is on your body. So, I mean, that's a short version, because we understand what it means to sort of drop our energy from just operating up here in the neck up to really using our entire body, and understanding that actually it's incredibly efficient and transformative in your life to work on your body's physiology, to then change your thoughts, to then change your life. And that also there's so much wisdom in your body. There's so much that we don't pick up on when we aren't breathing deeply, when we don't have ourselves in tune with the opening and the closing of our bodies, both of which are really important. And to understand this piece is so key in this day and age, and is such a revolutionary act, because we still live in a system. It's shifting slowly, but we're still primarily in a system that really reveres stuff up here, and really has us go, 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 hustle, 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 do, 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 think, 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 spreadsheet it, right? But the truth is, so much of our power lies in, the neck and below. I mean, it's the majority of our body, guys. Just think about it. And it's like we've just disconnected and decided, let's operate primarily from up here. And embodiment coaching is about bringing all of this back together. It's about trusting that actually your entire body is a compass for your life, and can lead you in the right direction, closer to your truth, closer to your potential, closer to who you truly are and what you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. And then, of course, there's the science that we just talked about in terms of just the efficiency of going straight to the body, straight to the physiology, as a way to instantly shift your experience in the moment to moment, right? So that's a very small snippet of what we do in embodiment coaching. And at least the way that I tend to approach it. If you are interested in hearing more, reading more, or speaking to me directly, there's many different ways you can do that at nadiamunla.com, either through my blog posts, different sound nuggets that I have up there, or you can also just always book an exploration session with me if you're interested in doing some embodiment coaching together, or just exploring what that might look like. All right, I'll talk to you soon.